Hi, my name is Jennifer, and we're going to talk today about the 8 steps to calm and ease from anxiety. And what I'm like think about this is 8 natural ways. I'm not a doctor, so I am not diagnosing, I'm not prescribing, I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling you some things that I've learned that have worked for me, and because I have anxiety, and I've had it most of my life, so I get it. And maybe these 8 different steps can help you. The thing to remember is that anxiety is not bad, okay? Everybody has anxiety at some point. Everybody. It's basically a messenger that just tells you something is off. And then you have to contemplate and look inside what's off. What am I feeling about this? Why am I feeling this way? Anxiety becomes a problem when we allow it to take control of our lives. When we give it control and it dominates us and we're not able to live the life that we should be living. That's what anxiety becomes the problem. And that's what I'd like to help work through today. So hopefully you can get some tips on that. Okay, so 8 steps. First one, breathe. Okay, it sounds so simple, but it really is so necessary. Breathing, you can't live and survive without your breath. When we have anxiety or stress or worry, we tense up. We make fists, our stomach, our shoulders, everything is tight. We get knots on our stomach. Our chest starts to hurt. We can have palpitations. We can start sweating. There's so many different things that go along with that. Just breathe. Breathing helps release and let go of some of those toxins, releases it to move, let your body move its insides. So all you do is when you feel that anxiety and you need a quick fix, take a breath. Just go and let it go. Let the shoulders drop. Let your head relax. Just let it go. Number 1, the breath. Okay. Number 2, choose to change the thought. Okay. Yeah, you're thinking, what? Change the thought? I have anxiety. No, choose to change the thought. One of my favorite processes is called pivoting. And pivoting, we pivot the thought. You obviously know what you don't want. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to feel this way. I'm overwhelmed. I can't function. Change the thought. So what you want to do, you know what you want to do, and you don't, let's say it again. You know what you don't want. So let's take on what we want. I don't want to feel anxious. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel anxious. I want to feel calm. Calm is that pivot from the I don't to the I want. I want to move past this. I want to breathe easy. I want to get through this test. I want to feel free. I want to go to a party and have fun. When that social anxiety hits you, when you're saying, I don't want to go to this party. Well, you don't want to be around people, or you don't want to be around certain things. But what do you want? You want to have fun. So have fun. So pivot the thought. Just say to yourself or out loud the positive changes in your vibration, your energy. It can move you. Even if a little bit, it'll move you a little bit out of the anxiety state. So pivot your thought from what you don't want, as in the anxiety, to what you do want, to feel calm and ease. And I hope that makes sense. Okay, number 3, tools. I have tools. So my first thing is a squishy ball. Okay, it's a squishy ball. Sometimes one of my kids keeps this in her purse or her bag, and she'll squeeze it when she has anxiety. She has test anxiety. She'll squeeze the ball. I've done that too. It can be a little bit big, so sometimes people don't use it. Another thing that I use is stones. These are called worry stones or thumb stones. This one particularly has a little indentation for my thumb. So I'll have it in my pocket. It's flat. They're flat. And I'll just rub them like this. Just like this. I'll rub them instead of biting my lip or picking up my thumbs, which I tend to do. I'll just keep it and I rub it. Now, for me, I love gemstones. So I'm a big, fan of the energy that comes from stones. And so what I'd recommend is, if you're wondering about different stones to have, the two biggest ones for anxiety for me would be tiger's eye and malachite. And this one's malachite. And I like to wear them also because I'll sit there and I'll rub it, if I don't have a pocket or if I can't reach into it, I'll just rub my stones and it makes me feel better. Everything to energy. So just some thoughts. All right. Number 4, essential oils. Okay. I love essential oils. I love the 100% pure natural essential oils. When you go towards the cheaper ones, the synthetic ones, you tend to get other stuff in them. So they're not fully effective, in my opinion. It's like processed food, it's a processed oil in a different way. So I go for the essential oils that are 100%. I use my own blends, so I blend my own. I have a couple that I use whenever I feel like a day is coming and I'm going to need it. You rub it, I'll roll it on my wrists, rub it right behind my ear, something like that. Some other oils that you can use. I've got a video screen share here. So another oil that you can use are some of these that Dr. Axe recommends. You can find Dr. Axe on YouTube, Pinterest. That's where I got this. But these are the ones I really definitely agree with. The bergamot and the rose are really great, and lavender. Those are some of my favorites, and those are usually included in my own blends too. So here's a thought for you. For essential oils, I put it on in the morning when I know something's going on and I need some help. I'll grab the essential oils and I'll rub them on. I'll use one of them every single morning. So that's me, but it does help. Number 5, okay? It's emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping or EFT. And tapping utilizes the energy meridians, the energy points that are in your body. We all have them. You have them all over your body, but it utilizes some of them. And by gently tapping on these areas and making statements, it can help you release the anxiety, the stress, the worry, etc. So this subject could take a whole class too. We won't go there, so I'll only go through one tapping technique today, and it's called karate chop. And karate chop is you take your hand, either one, doesn't matter, and right here on the outside of your hand is your karate chop, and you'll chop it. So you can just tap against it. Sometimes you can tap both sides to it. When I'm driving, sometimes I've tapped against my steering wheel while the other one's holding on, of course. But you just tap, and you'll come up with some statements. And it doesn't have to be full crazy. You might not have time for that. You're nervous, your anxiety. So let's get this going. So here's a statement for you. Even though I have this anxiety, I love and accept myself. Now, some people are going to have a hard time with that last statement, that I love and accept myself. Okay. You are a beautiful human being. The universe has created you for a reason. You're becoming aware, and you're working on helping yourself, and that's why you're even watching this video. Accept yourself for who you are and learn to love yourself. Okay? So for right now, we're just going to go with the statement, I love and accept myself, but I want you, and eventually, hopefully you can feel that too if it's an issue for you. So, even though I have this anxiety, I love and accept myself. Repeat again. Even though I have this anxiety, I love and accept myself. Last time. Even though I have this anxiety, I love and I accept myself. Take a breath and relax. It's as easy as that. Okay? This statement might not work for you. Find one that does. Which comes to number 6, affirmations. Now, affirmations are fantastic sayings. I usually can't remember them, so I'll post them everywhere. I'll have stickies somewhere, or I'll put them on my phone, positive little statements, affirmations, something that I can tell myself and it makes me feel good. So I'll share some here with you. Share. So, affirmations. So these are some of the affirmations, and with the affirmations, you can also use them while you tap. And I'll do the first one showing you in the tapping thing, okay? So if I'm just tapping and I'll go, this is only temporary. This is only temporary. This is only temporary, okay? It's just a thought. You can use affirmations by themselves too. I'm in control. I am in control. I am in control, okay? I can take things one step at a time. One step at a time, I can take things. You can take things one step at a time. Make it your own. It doesn't have to be somebody else's, but make it yours. I've made it through before, and I'll make it through again. I've made it through before, and I'll make it through again. You have, haven't you? Keep moving. Last one. Anxiety does not define me. It doesn't define me. Yes, I have anxiety, but it does not define me. Take a breath. It doesn't define me. And let it go. Move on. Do what you got to do. Okay? All right. Click that off. All right. Ooh. Number 7, hand and ear reflexology. Now, I'm a reflexologist, but I usually use the feet. But again, working with those energy meridians in your entire body that come through, like when we were tapping, there's places in your hands and your ears that also work for you. So if you're in a quiet place, can't be doing anything, you can't be talking to yourself, and you've got a test and you're just going to be good, or you're in a party and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? In your hand, okay, just put your thumb in the middle of your hand, and you're just going to push on it right there. Hold your hand, just like that. Nothing major. Doesn't hurt, but push on enough. Breathe in and out. And then relax, okay? And you hold the position for maybe about 30 seconds. That's a place for you for anxiety. On your hand. Oops. On your hand. That's one place for you on your. I also tend to rub my hands. Sometimes I'll just rub my fingers and move through them. Each one has a different link to energy in your body, links to organs and things like that. So whatever works for you is what you do. On the ear, it's the bottom of the ear. Let me take this out. It's the bottom of the ear. And you'll just kind of rub it. Don't rub your earrings. You'll just kind of rub it. And that's all you have to do. Okay? Now, sometimes I tend to rub up my ear. But for the anxiety specifically, you usually tend to want to stay down on the earlobe. And you just rub it. Now, in my family, we have this thing where we go, oosa, and we'll rub both ears. Go, oosa. And I don't know where that came from. It's just what we do. So just another tidbit. Rub your ears. Thumb in the hand. Pressure points. Relax. Okay? All right. Number 8. Real simple. It's visualization or meditation. Okay? And I'm not talking about 20 to 30 minute meditation. We're talking about just something short and general to get you through wherever you are at the time. And this can work for anything. This can work for, when you're anxious, where you're worried, when you're scared. Just having that visualization. It's getting you out of your head, okay? Because when you're anxious, you tend to be kind of up here going, oh my God, you're overthinking everything. So it's getting you out of your head. You're looking into you. This is not to need to be long and drawn out. You don't have to lie down. You don't have to sit crisscross. You don't have to do anything. You can just stop where you are. Not when you're driving, but when it's safe, please. You just go ahead and stop where you are, and you just do this grounding. And I'm going to help you out here. So we're going to do this for just 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. Okay? It's just a different picture. Okay, so you close your eyes. And what I want you to do is I want you to breathe in and out and relax. Picture a golden ball of light above your head. And as you breathe, inhale and exhale, that light opens up over your head and moves. It starts to flow around your head. That light, the golden light, starts to flow down past your ears, past your jaw. Oh, the light is warm. And it moves over your shoulders, over your chest. It's going to move down your arms. See that light as it moves down your arms, past your forearms, wrists, hands, and the light comes to your fingertips and flows out. That light covers your chest and your back. It's flowing over, moving over your stomach and your back, moving your lower back. Feel the flow of the energy and that light down past your pelvis, over your hips. That beautiful light is moving past your thighs, knees. You feel it all encompassing, warm and loving, past your shins, to your ankles, to your feet and toes. And now that light, as it covers you in its warm embrace, let it flow to Mother Earth. As Mother Earth accepts and takes whatever's ailing you, it accepts it. Feel the connection. Stay here for a second as you feel the power of that light. It's protecting you. It's really whatever you want it to be. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. When you're ready, open your eyes. And it's that easy. Doesn't take long. And once you have the way of the golden ball or the golden light, once you know what it does, you can bring it on a lot faster. So if you need to, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're wigging out, just picture that golden light surrounding you a lot faster. Feel its protection, feel its guidance, feel the love, feel what you need it to feel like. Have your intention for it. It's your light. Make it yours. And that's it. That is the 8 simple, easy, do-it-yourself ways to release anxiety, to move into calm and ease. I hope this helped you. I hope it helps somebody that you love. But whatever you need, I'm here. You know, I've got a Balanced Life Facebook page. I've got something for that too. Stand by. All right, so this is how you can contact me. I've got a Facebook page, I've got a website, or just email me. You know, you have a question, you have something you want to say, something you're taking away from this, something that is like, oh, that makes sense. let me know. Let me know if you have some additions. Um, just remember that anxiety is normal. Listen to the message that is coming with it. Just remember not to let it control you. Okay? You are bigger than your anxiety. You are more than your anxiety. Okay? Have a great day. Thanks for coming and playing with me. Take care.